Starfield got stolen. What does that even mean? Let's find out.
Did you see they arrested a dude who leaked Starfield playthrough and stole copies from warehouse? Yeah, I mean, like, they should have, I mean,
Oh, it's pretty literal, I guess.
stealing, he's, like, I mean, like, leaking copies of a video game. Do I want to see somebody go to jail for leaking copies of a video game? Honestly, no. Like, this person's not really a threat to society. They're not, like, putting the rest of society at risk. Like, what is this? Like a fine, yeah, like some form of, like, maybe like a very small period of time in jail, like 30 days or something, maybe, I don't know. But, like, I don't want to have this person's life ruined and then they're on welfare for the rest of their life because we wanted to put them in jail for leaking a video game. But, like, if you're stealing, that's a different situation, right? That's what I'm saying. That's a totally different situation. You're stealing. I mean, I think that, like, there are some cases where nonviolent offenders maybe can still... Like, for example, like really bad scam artists and stuff like that that are effectively damaging people's lives even though they're not violent. Maybe they should go to jail too. But I think that the bar for that's really high. Yeah, stealing, I mean,
Are we gonna actually get into social issues with Asmongold? I'm sorry, but I got only 2 brain cells, and they're already working overtime, you know? They're rubbing together real hard right now just so I can keep up with whatever the hell is happening here. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna indulge this part.
I don't know, guys. Like, I'm not a big fan of this whole, oh, well, if you steal from a big company, it's okay because big companies are bad. Get the fuck out of here. If you steal and you're stealing shit, it's wrong. Don't steal shit. As long as he's punished for that, I see no problem. Yeah, exactly. Stealing from billionaires is better than stealing from the poor. But you're not really stealing from billionaires, though, are you? Because, like, billionaires aren't the only people that have stock in a company. So, like, if you steal from a billionaire's company and then everybody else's investment for their 401k goes down because the company loses money through theft, well, then you're not really stealing from billionaires, are you? You're stealing from average people. So it's really not any better. Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think that it's just bad. Like, that's it. It's just stealing. Who gives a fuck about stock? I bet your parents do. Yeah, your parents do. They might have a 401k, or they might have some form of investment that they put their money to retire in. And you know, if a company just fucking falls apart for some reason, then yeah, I think that would be bad. Yeah, just don't steal. I mean, it's pretty simple. Can they write off the loss? They can, yeah. I mean, like, to an extent. Like, I don't know the details of this, but, like, writing off a loss, it's not like you just erase it. You know, you don't just, oh, well, we're just going to erase this money. Somebody pays for that. You have insurance and allowance for doubtful debt. They have insurance? Yeah, but like insurance, then somebody pays for it with insurance, right? And if you have an insurance premium, that insurance premium is created by an actuarial table that creates a premium that people pay in order to have their property or their things insured. And everybody's price goes up whenever you have a lot of people stealing, because it puts a lot of negatives or a lot of minuses in that actuarial table, which pushes up the premium. That's why, for example, you have people that have expensive cars and their insurance costs more. It's because the repairs cost more. It's because people, especially if you're young with like a really fast car, insurance is a lot. Like, it's, again, people, and this is the problem.
Okay, he was doing good about the insurance part, at least. He kind of understands what he's talking about there. But the moment he started equating it to expensive things cost more and tried to kind of go in that... Oh boy, I'm gonna have a meltdown at this rate.
Right, is that people don't understand how these systems work.
You don't understand how they work!
So, like, they think that they're just stealing from...
Oh boy.
Rupert Murdoch or, like, one of these billionaires, but you're really not doing that. Like, yeah, of course they have a lot of money and they're invested in it, and yes, partially you're stealing from them. But it's not even a majority from them. Most of these guys, even Elon Musk, right? Like, he doesn't own the majority of Tesla. He doesn't. I think he owns, like, what, 10%? Something like that. Yeah. Insurance companies are incentivized to profit off of you, not to keep you safe. Well, if the insurance company...
Wait, wait a second. I actually don't remember this, but how much does Elon Musk own of Tesla's stocks? I'm pretty sure it wasn't 51%. 13% of stock. Yeah. I thought it was a little bit higher than that. Wow. And you're telling me they still can't get rid of him as the CEO of the company. That's wild. Wow.
These didn't keep you safe, then nobody would use them, right? Because, like, there are a lot of non-mandatory types of insurance that people still opt into. And I don't think that insurance is about keeping people safe. It's about keeping them secure. Whereas, like, you don't have to worry about something going wrong. Yeah, volcano insurance. Well, I mean, you know, if you live some places, maybe you need that. Yeah, it depends on what those people are done. Yeah, exactly. Most people only opt into mandatory legal insurances, I think. Well, of course they do. And I think that makes sense, right? Like, for example, in a lot of places, collision insurance isn't mandatory. Some places it is, some places it's not. Collision insurance, I'm pretty sure my understanding of that is if you drive into something that's not another car, right? But yeah, most people don't have that.
Isn't that just basic civil? Isn't that covered in America, but basic civil insurance? Does America even have basic civil insurance? I'm not even sure what those animals actually have. Everything they do is kind of awkward and bad. So maybe they don't have basic civil insurance. Man, that would be wild.
But for the most part, I think that people do want to be insured to an extent. Sure. House insurance in Florida is through the roof. It's going to be a crisis. Yeah, exactly. And then so what and again, why does that happen? Well, it's because there are things that damage houses over there. That's what happens. Insurance is simply there to protect your assets. Yeah, exactly. And, you know...
I mean, he's not wrong, but... he's not wrong about saying that because he doesn't understand the basic concept. How insurance works. If a lot of bad things happen to a certain X group of people, then that certain X group of people has a higher insurance cost because otherwise the insurance companies can't make money. Insurance is one of the rare actual things in life that actually puts in effort into their research and figuring out what happens. Because there, I don't know, maybe in America you have only like one insurance company. I would not be honestly surprised if that would be the case, that there's like one insurance company that only does one thing and then there's maybe another that does a completely different thing. I would not be surprised. I don't know that about America. But insurance companies typically in a well, what are we going to call America today? Boogaloo 2000 country? Actually, you know, do a lot of research because they're very competitive. For example, in my country, there's a lot of insurance companies, and all of them are constantly trying to outbid each other by like $2. And they're like constantly doing this. Whenever they can, they will try to get you. It is actually a bloodbath in the insurance company industry because those are the banks. Literally, Goldman Sachs does less research when they are investing in something that insurance companies actually do research to create the right price.
Person makes a decision on whether they want to get it or not. It's pretty simple. But yeah, I don't know why, again. I just think that the people that think that they're stealing and that it's just a victimless crime, I wish that they would just... I really dislike the... I dislike the dishonesty of it. I think if you're going to steal something, go ahead, right? Like, do it. But, like, don't go and steal something and be like, oh, I'm only stealing from, like, bad people. Like, how do you know they're bad? Because of what you read on Twitter? You think that's it? Like, you think that you think you understand the whole thing? Get the fuck out of here. It's like, look, I'm gonna be real. Back in the day, whenever the fucking, those like BLM protests and riots were happening, Austin obviously was a happening place for it, right? Of course it was. And my mom said, man, I'm so glad these riots didn't happen 10 years ago. And I said, why? And she said, because you'd be down there looting with Cody and Jeff and everybody else. And I said, yes, you're completely fucking right. We would absolutely be down there.
Do you think that's actually true. I think he's too much of a pussy for stuff like that, though. I think he's lying. Yeah, can you imagine a scrawny guy like that being in a, well, you know, those type of riots? Man, he would get murdered.
Be recording it, posting it, absolutely. Yes, 100% we would be doing this. Yeah, just characterize all human beings into value-based parameters, because everybody is a value-based parameter to other people. And before, I understand that you might not look at it that way, but everything in your life you do through a value assessment. And I understand that this is hard for people to think of, because
that is absolutely 100% not true. Humans, since the beginning of time, and some of you are not going to understand this, but if you don't, well, it is what it is. Humans have never done a single decision in their life based on logic and reason. Humans are innately incapable of actually doing things on logic and reason. Always, without exception, your actions, reactions, and everything is only done through sheer emotion. Humans don't have logic and reason.
Because, you know, people feel like they are, like, you know, this important person with intrinsic value, but what...
Also, if what he said there was true, then poor people wouldn't exist. Because what he's saying is implying that people are capable of making educated decisions, and by educated I don't mean school educated. By educated I mean decisions made on anything other than emotion. And if that was true, poor people would not exist.
What really are you? You're just a bag of meat, right? You're a bag of meat that can do certain things. And if you can do certain things, you get a lot of money, and if you can't, then you don't get quite as much. And I think that it's important to keep that in mind, because it helps you ground yourself.
And this is going to be like a full deep video, because, again, I don't think I'm ready to take it.
Not get caught up in ideological traps. Everyone is a number. Yes, everybody is a number. You're talking about objectifying people. People are objects. That's just how it is. You know, before there was a machine that stamped things onto a car, there was a person who did what a machine does. That person is effectively an object. And that's what you do. It's not a bad thing either. I don't think that the world is like it's not bad that that's the case. I think that, in fact, it's kind of freeing in a way that you can look beyond the self and just see the purpose sometimes. I don't know. I'd have to really think about a better way to say that, but that's the closest way that I could say it right now.
Kill me now.
You know? People got to make money. Yeah, exactly. If you had to pick
Someone in the chat said that's beautiful and poetic. Jesus Christ, that person's head is most likely as empty as space.
What's the hardest thing about being a big streamer? If you want an ironic answer, there's like weird people that will try to like insert themselves into your life and cause problems for you, and I think that's probably the worst thing about it. Like if you want an unironic answer, yeah, parasocial losers, yeah, like I don't really have to deal with that very much, because I'm very disconnected from a lot of things, and also like I don't really attract that kind of an audience, right?
Are you kidding me? All of his audience on Twitch is just parasocial people. Did it? Wait, actually it does make sense that Asmongold would not know it. Yeah, all of his audience is parasocial. Because he has literally, I'm pretty sure about this point, banned every single person in his chat that actually disagrees with him. I haven't watched Asmongold in, like, months, but I decided, like, a week ago or something like that I woke up and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna check what Asmongold's doing. I have nothing to do at this point. So I click on his stream, and you know what I see? He's literally giving justifications why it's good to make his Twitch chat an echo chamber where no one can disagree with him. I mean, if you're a part of an echo chamber, you are by default. I'm pretty sure you're at least on some level of parasocial behavior, right? Because it's impossible that you just don't disagree with anything a person ever says. That should be inhumanely impossible, unless parasocialism.
And I want an ironic answer. Wait, what do you mean by that? Did you see the LA stuff? They're dropping W after W. No, I haven't. I haven't looked at Lost Ark at all, but I saw the numbers going up, or somebody at least told me that they were. You attract the shitheads? No, I don't. I really don't, actually. I feel like
I mean, okay. Yesterday's video. Yesterday I watched the video. I mean, he's not joking. For anyone who does not understand, he's not joking. In his Asmongold is the greatest flower of ever in his own mind. He is unbiased, smart, perfect in every single way. This is what he believes. Unironically. You can't find something wrong with him because there's nothing wrong with him. Well, by his own accord. And, well, you know, if that ever happens, well, he's just gonna ignore you.
A lot of people in my audience are, like, really positive, and, like, it's not an issue. Do you feel making friends is hard whenever you're internet famous? I know you're not very needy whenever it comes to being social. Is it hard to make friends whenever you are internet?
He is needy. Well, dude. Okay, so here's the most basic, easy to understand truth. Well, it's actually not basic and easy to understand. So there's this neat little thing called the dark empath, and I think if you have seen Asmongold content for I don't know a year or two, and if you're not a super fanboy, you can easily just I'm pretty sure you can Google dark empath traits. And you will find that everything fits him absolutely perfectly to a T. I'm pretty sure you can Google that. Yeah, it's Google. Of course you can.
Famous. I don't even know if I'm internet famous, but like, if you have like a popular stream or something like that, is it hard to make friends? For me, I'll be honest. Like, I've never had trouble making friends my whole life. Like anytime I had to go to like 2 new schools. Because like my dad didn't want me going to a shitty school, and long story, not a big deal. I don't want to talk about the whole thing, right? But like I had no problem going to a new school, making new friends, hanging out with people. You know, anytime I went to college,
yep.
And then I went to community college before then.
He doesn't have problems making friends, but he doesn't have friends. That's the question here. But he won't answer it like it.
I didn't really make a lot of friends there, because, at least not in community college, because I just went to like 1 or 2 classes and I went home. But I would be friendly with people, and I've never really had trouble making friends with people. Honestly, I never have, and I think that's because, like, growing up, like, I was always around a lot of other people, and so, and like, my dad kind of...
Is this whole video just this? I really didn't sign up for it. Okay, 1 minute 5 seconds.
Be a little hoe back in the day? Well, you could, but you just had to have the right parents. No, right.
Wow. Okay. Well, this was something. Let's check here.
Let's see here.
Do really successful traits of psychopath. No, it's... What the fuck is this? Well, I guess it overlaps slightly, but most successful people do have some specific traits. Like the people at... Wait, I don't care about this. I don't care if you understand this or not. Probably most of you will not understand this, but let's check it out a little bit.
Okay, well, let's find out.
What is this?
Fucking
Did he actually talk to someone? Wow.
Let's take this and let's look it up on Google. Let's see if this is true. Let's see.
So the question was, do really successful people have traits of psychopathy? Okay, I'll just answer this question. No. Some traits of psychopaths overlap with sociopaths. Most people at the top do exhibit way more sociopathic tendencies than others, because to get to the top and stay to the top, you need this ability, okay? They're not. It's not this. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone at the top is a sociopath, but everyone at the top definitely exhibits some level of sociopathic tendencies, and psychopaths and sociopaths are different. But I'm not gonna go into that. Anyway, yeah. Thankfully, I didn't watch this because I would probably off myself. Woo! What a time to be alive. Anyway, oh boy. Is it gonna be Asmongold does smart things videos again? If you're interested in that, you can check out my channel. I have a great video where Asmongold is looking at graphs, and he looks at literally graphs that have one graph only, and he still can't read the information properly and does random assumptions without any basis. It's beautiful if you want smart Asmongold stuff. Anyway, I'm out. I'm out. I can't. I'm just gonna lose my sanity if I delve in this. Anyway, this was Quizzer Citizen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.